Hey there YouTube, my name is Wayne and today we're going to talk about clocks. Specifically, how you fix them if they don't work. So I hope you'll stick around for that, and I hope this is the last place you have to visit in order to get this information, because when you're done here you will have fixed your clock. So I have several kinds. Back here on the wall, there's one right here behind me, there's this one, and this one. This particular one, a wall clock, just like the others, but it has glass and it has some screws you have to take out to get to the hands, because more than likely you're going to have to remove the hands to fix your clock. So this one just takes a small screwdriver, take out 6 screws, and you're ready to go with the rest of the instructions. So now I'm going to talk about 3 different situations. 2 of them, you don't have to replace the clock mechanism. And then the last one is when you have a broken mechanism and you have to replace it. So the first one is, let's say the clock doesn't work and you replace the battery right here, and when you're done the clock still doesn't work. My best guess for that situation is that the battery was inserted backwards. That is not hard to do. I've done it myself. So you just have to take the battery out, check the back of the clock. It'll tell you where the plus and the minus are supposed to be, and just try that and see if the clock works. If that doesn't work, you may have to replace the whole clock motor. And the second scenario is the hands aren't moving, but seems like the clock is ticking. And in that case, the hands may be improperly installed, or they came loose somehow. So to do that one, you just have to take off the little nut that holds on the hands and check to see how the hands are installed. Sometimes this, the hour hand, which is pressure mounted on here, has come loose and it's just hanging. If that's the case, it's an easy fix. Just like I said, remove the screw, take off the minute hand and press on the hour hand, and then put back on the minute hand and the screw, and you should be in business. So those are the 2 easiest. Now we're going to talk about the third option, which is the clock motor actually does not work anymore. So I'm going to use this clock right here. They are actually the same as the clocks I showed you on the wall. And there are other options too. There are bigger clocks that have a different clock mechanism, but the process is exactly the same. You just have to make sure you get the correct new clock motor. So these hands are smaller and they take a regular clock motor, and the other hands, which are larger, take So the first step is to take the battery out, if it's not already out, and then remove the clock motor from the clock. So to do that, you simply have to turn this little screw right here. To take it off, just turn it. It should come off without any tools, but if you need to use a small pair of pliers to get it started, that's fine. So you unscrew that. The minute hand should pop right off. I don't mean pop off, it should just slide off. Its configuration is not round, so the shape of it holds it in place so it moves around correctly. The hour hand is pressed on. In other words, it is friction that holds it on. So to take that off, you can simply grab it around the edge and wiggle it a little bit, it should pop off like that. Worst case scenario, you need something to pry it off that's not going to damage the hand because it needs to be reused. So in that case, you could use 2 forks, put it under and pop it up. All right, once the hands are off, the next step is to take off this nut right here. And again, you may or may not need a tool to do that. Most of the clocks that I send out are just hand tightened. So you can just remove the nut, set it to the side, and the washer as well, and then just slide the clock motor out. Now, the situation with these things is that there are many different sizes of shaft length, and that is the important part. This part right here is almost always the same. So the shaft length is the important part, so you're going to need to measure that. So when I measure this one, it's just under 1/2 inch. I'm going to call it 1/2 inch. Now, make sure the tool that you're measuring with is graduated right from the beginning so that you get the correct measurement. If the numbers start a little bit away from the corner, you got a problem. So make sure that you measure the entire length of the threaded part. You don't have to measure this part right here after the threads. The important part is the threaded part. So you record that somewhere so you know what to order. And then you're going to go online and find the correct clock part. I'm going to put a couple of links in the description so that it may help you to find the right part. Because if you go on Amazon, for instance, you're going to see tons of these clock motors, and they pretty much all look the same. And if you don't know where to look for the right number, you may not get it. So make sure you get the proper length of shaft for your particular clock. So that you order that, and then when it comes, you just take that clock motor out of the package, and it'll probably come with some hands. Most of them are sold with hands. Now there's another link I'll put in the description that is even more reliable than Amazon. And the place where I get my clock parts. So if you use that one, you're just going to get the motor, not the hands. If your hands are good, that's fine too. Okay, so then the next step is to insert the clock motor into the back of the clock. You put the washer on. And then you put the nut on. This is a little bit tricky at times to get it threaded correctly. But once you get it threaded right, it should easily screw on. Okay, once you have that on, you're going to take the minute hand and you're going to place it on the clock motor. And the reason you're doing this is so you can get the minute hand facing the 12. That will give you the correct orientation of the minute and the hour hand. So you put that on the 12, then you take that off, and you're going to press on the hour hand. Now you can press it on at any hour, as long as it's directly on an hour. So 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and this clock, 3 o'clock might be better because I have a line to follow here. But any hour is fine. Then you take your minute hand and you put it back on so it's facing the 12, and then you're going to take your top nut and place it on there. And this is another one that easily gets cross-threaded. So just be patient, make sure it gets on there properly. You can hear it drop into place, and once you have it on, okay, I just heard it drop into place. So I'm tightening it with my thumb and finger, and now the clock is ready to go. All I need to do now is put the battery in. Okay, so make sure that you find the plus sign and look on the clock motor for the plus sign, which in this case is right here. So I'm going to put it in with the plus that way, and then you're going to slide it in, press it down so it's connected on both sides, and then your clock motor should be working. If you don't have a second hand, it'll take a minute for you to see that it is working, but this one is. Now if you do have a second hand, you'll have a different kind of a nut here. It'll have a hole in it. So the nut will go around it, and then the second hand presses on inside the hole. And it's just pressure mounted. It's very easy to put on. Shouldn't have any problem with that. So if you have any questions, definitely pop them in below, and I'll check on this video every couple of days and make sure that all the questions are answered. Be happy to help. Hope you have a great day.